These are some rather fetching Billboard wireless headphones. And these were very kindly sent into my P.O. box by Lloyd Wade. Lloyd actually sent two things in. He also sent in this massive camera flash thing. I think I'll have a look at this in another video. I don't have one of these connections here on my camera, so I'd have to borrow someone's posh camera that's got, I think it's called a hot shoe. Hot shoe, hot shoe!
Big shoe, big shoe!
So yeah, that's for another day. But he also sent these. And he says here, I've also included my Billboard headphones, the rechargeable battery on the brink of death, and I wanted to have a look inside to see if the battery was easily replaceable. Unfortunately, it appears to be soldered on. Also, I accidentally damaged two of the contacts in the other headphone. The headphone that doesn't have the controls on it contains the battery, so that's got the controls on, so the battery must be in this side. The headphone with the controls on it is the one where I damaged the contacts. So I'm guessing he's opened these up, quite rightly thinking the battery's going to be here, because that's where the charging port is, and has damaged the... I presume it's just the speaker wires. What did he say? Damaged two of the contacts, so I don't really know to what extent they're damaged. I also don't know how I'm going to get in these, but obviously it is possible. But I'll worry about that in a sec. There's a charging port here. Let's just see if it is taking a charge. Got my trusty power bank. And as you can see, we're outputting 5 volts, 0 amps. Let's plug it into here. Yes, it is taking a charge. So it's 0.24 amps. And yes, we have a light right here. I'm guessing they just don't last very long. I mean, the battery doesn't last very long. You know what I mean. But nonetheless, I thought it might be interesting to have a look at where the damage has occurred. So that was on this side. So I'm going to open this side up first. Have a look at the battery. But I'll open them both together. Wish me luck.
I got 46 seconds to go. I got 46 seconds to go. Because he's opening these up really, really quick. I got 46 seconds before I gotta go. Christopher Shaw, here's the CD. Brian Mitchell, Free OTV, Dot Spencer's Wizard, Webclaw, David Dagger, Sigma 4, Cooley Jengus, Lee Benz, Anthony Dean, CDNs, Steve Stepanik, the HHG, Charge Nut, Michael Biggie, Kiss Hawks Iconics, Kid Pigs, Flux, James and Danny, Ozzy B, Emma Westwood, Get the Money. Will 2R, Jonathan Harden, John Bruchick, Tuesday 11, Scott Made a Thing, Andy Bags, Larry W, Nate Lucas, Frosty Cold Slug, James Fryman, Alex Colm, Mongolian, made it on time, where we at? One more thanks, that's Sorry Cat. Peace.
Ah. I can totally see why you damaged the wires on that, because that just sort of wrenched out there. Yeah, I can see the damaged... There's a pad missing there. Oh, yeah, and we've got... Well, it's there. It's attached to that wire. Oh, that might be a problem. Because I can't see any of that pad remaining. Probably have to take this whole thing out and get underneath to fix that. Okay. Well, looking at the battery, it's tiny. But it does look swollen from here. Yeah, it's definitely swollen. I don't know whether you can see that on the camera, but it's bulging on both sides in the middle. Yeah, it looks like it's soldered on with tiny enamelled wire. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, if I've got a replacement one of those, that should be fairly easy, because you can just desolder the enamelled wire at the ends and then solder in the new one. There's no point replacing those wires, because you'd have to run them all the way round to this side here where the charging port is. Let's just have a quick look at that. Yeah, so there's the two contacts there. So the red one, are they marked up? I think they are, it's just it's so small I can't read it. I probably should get it under the microscope before I desolder it, just to make sure that I'm not going to wire this up the wrong way around. Okay, so yeah, the red wire goes to positive. Yeah, B minus, B positive. Okay, so that should be quite straightforward. In fact, while I've got it here, let's desolder them now. Just going to stick it down with some blue tack to stop it from moving around. Nice. Now, I'm curious to see how much voltage is in that battery. Multimeter on voltage, DC, 3.5 volts. Well, that's not too bad. Don't know why my voice went all whiny there. Some say it's whiny all the time, I guess. But yeah, 3.57 volts, and it's not dropping. But it's pretty low, considering it should be 3.7. It should get up to sort of 4 volts-ish, I would imagine. Fully charged, that is. I do think I have some small batteries like that. Let me have a look in my box of batteries. It's not so much a box, more a drawer of batteries. That looks a lot like one right there. Very, very similar, if not exactly correct. LP 50-20-30, 50-20-30. Awesome. This is 250 milliamp hour, this is 200. So if anything, this one's better. It'll last longer. So all I need to do is remove the 2 wires from this. We'll use this battery management board, solder on the 2 wires, the enamelled wires that are already from the headphone. That should work. Should being the operative word there. Right, well, let's just have a quick look under the hood. If I can get under it. Okay, let's just see what voltage is in that battery. Because it has been sat in my drawer for a while. Beep. 3.9. That's fine. So that should take a charge. Right, let's get this back under the microscope. Desolder those wires. Solder those ones back on. Easy peasy. Maybe. Nice. I'm going to keep that because you never know when you might need a little connector like that. Right, let's see if we can get the original wires back on. I will add some more solder, I think. Don't trust that unleaded solder. That should do nicely. Let's replace the Kapton tape. There we go. Good as new. Okay, well, let's see if that's going to take a charge now. Come on. There we go. 5 volts. Plug that in. Yep, 0.2 amps. And have we got the red light? I don't know why I can't see that red light on the screen, but I'm guessing you can see it. It's there. Alright, I'm going to leave that for a bit, just to charge up. And then I'm going to have a look at this damage here. Right, well, let's just put that to one side for now. And let's have a look at this. So does that come out of there? Not easily is the answer to that. I don't know what's holding that in. Let's take that off and have a look. I would have thought it was just glued, but yeah, that doesn't help. It must come out, right? Because it went in. What I don't want to do is cause any more damage. Oh, ow. I'm under it. I was. There we go. Oh, has it snapped? Please don't tell me it snapped. I mean, the speaker itself has not snapped, I should add. It's just the plastic. That is going to compromise it, though. I should be able to get that back in. It's obviously glued round this side here. But I think I can repair that. So what I need to worry about is these little wires here. And they will run to these 2 points here. And we haven't got a point here. We've only got a point here. So I'm going to have to get this under the microscope and let's see if that is even going to be doable. Because if it's not, I've just wasted my time replacing the battery. Right, we can see the 2 wires there. Are they intact? I think they are. So those wires must come up somewhere here. The question is where? It's going to be under that black bit there, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to assume that this one's okay. I'm just going to scrape this away, if I can, and see if we can expose the enamelled wire. It's like, it's almost like silicone. Oh, not sure whether that helped or not. Oh. Is that it there? If it is, I'm not going to have a lot to work with, am I? I think it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. But that, I mean, I can't even see it now. I've done some micro soldering in my time. That is absolutely tiny. Have I just pushed it down there? I have, haven't I? Okay, I think we've established that that is the wire. See if I can get it back up here. In fact, yeah. There it is. There it is. Oh, wait a minute. Lost a bit. That's not going to help. Do you know what actually might be easier? Extending it from here. Yeah, it looks like it's broken there. I probably just did that, so I haven't got much choice now. Whew, this is fiddly. I mean, this speaker's probably... This headphone, I should say, is never going to sound as good as it did. Because I'm having to do this, but... there wasn't really much else I can do. Right, I'm going to try and get some of this 0.1mm wire on. Not going to be easy. I'm just hoping I can get a little bit of solder on my iron and get it on there. I think that counts as melted plastic. Just going to try and put some Captain tape under it to protect the plastic. That's easier said than done. Oh, okay. I think there's a tiny, tiny bit on there. Right, wish me luck. The thing with this microscope is there's very little depth perception. Perception. Fish money penny. I think I've got it. Yes, I do. Well, let's feed that back round. And then I have to somehow get something soldered onto the end of this. What I'm thinking is I might put some copper tape here, like a square, solder that to it, and then solder the speaker wire to that. Does that make sense? I'm going to cut off some of this copper tape. Just going to add some flux. And some leaded solder. I thought that might happen. Why I didn't do anything to mitigate it, I don't know. I'm definitely going to have to reset my counter after this video, aren't I? Right, well that's on. Doesn't look great, but it's on. It's liquid tape. Just going to put some here. Maybe tweezers isn't the best thing to apply this with. I'm just going to try the end of one of these. I think that might be too much. Actually, no, I don't think it is. I think that's pretty good. So you can still see where the wire comes in there. I mean, it looks a mess, but don't forget this is zoomed in like 3 million times. Maybe not 3 million, but it's at least 1 million. This should also help keep that pad in place. Nice. Right, well I'm just going to let that go hard. And then we'll wire it back up. Let's get the original wires and clean them up. There we go. Let's see now if I can position this in a way that I can get this speaker attached to it. So it's not going to be easy. Because we've got this half flapping around like this. Do you know what? It'd be easier without the microscope. Because I've kind of done the fiddly bit now, haven't I? I've done the... I mean, this wire is still super thin, but it's not 0.1 millimeters like the other stuff. Right, so... Okay. I'm just going for it. How am I going to do this? I'm gonna need some kind of clamp. This should do the job. I just need this to be in the air. That's much easier. Okay. Here goes. This is the tricky side. This is where I've repaired it. That is on. Is it going to work though? That's the question. Probably not, is the answer. Oh, you've little faith. Right, do you know what I also should have done? Fix this mess that I made. And to do that, I am also going to use this tape. That's not bad. If I can get this back in here now, let's put some of this tape also on this joint here. Need to be quick, it's starting to dry. Right. That's actually gone back in there very snugly. And this tape should help fill in any gaps. I mean, sure, it's not ideal, but I think that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. I mean, like I say, it's probably not going to work, but... Oh! I didn't put this on. And that electrical tape stuff's probably dry now. Well, it might not be. Let's move quickly. I think we're good. I've probably just undone all of the hard work I just did. No, it's not too bad. Right, I think I've rescued it. Right, before I do any more damage, let's get this back together. Wow. I need to stop saying wow, don't I? To be fair, I think I'm allowed to say wow. That was not easy. Right, well, first and foremost, let's see if the things actually turn on. I heard it say power on. Now, which headphone that came out of, which side, I have no idea. I need to connect these up to Bluetooth, don't I? Okay, I'm connected to Bluetooth. Okay, that is the one that was working. And this was the one that wasn't working. I'm hoping you can hear the difference. Let me turn the volume here. One that was originally working. And one that wasn't working. And obviously the battery's working because they're on and they're staying on. I don't know how long that is going to last for. Probably not very. I imagine the vibrations will shake those wires loose, but for now it's working and it's as good as I could do because I'm rubbish. I actually just noticed it says BTFMTF. And there's a TF card slot or an SD card slot, so you can play from SD card. I'm guessing FM. I noticed there was a coil of wire. Yeah, it's a radio. I mean, how do you tune that in? I'm going to keep pressing this button until the radio comes on. I may be here for some time. I don't think that works. Stupid radio.
Radio Gaga. All we hear is Radio Gaga. Radio blah blah. Radio what's new. Radio